Tower Defense Simulator dropped their annual Halloween update lasting from 23rd of October to 21st of November, named the Hexscape event. With the event as a whole being fully released, I'm now able to give my honest opinions and thoughts for this year's Halloween event. With a plethora of new unique gameplay, rewards, and storyline that they've offered us, this is the Hexscape review. The Hexscape event offers two different towers as a reward for completing it, the Hallowpunk and the Harvester. Both towers having different yet similar objectives in ways to unlock them. To begin with, the Hallowpunk is a tower that you obtain from beating all 3 knights on easy difficulty, whereas the Harvester is a tower that you obtain from beating all 3 knights on hard difficulty. The difference of difficulty comes down to 2 gimmicks. Easy difficulty gives you a set of 3 preset loadouts to choose from, while all the enemies being generally easy to defend against. Whereas hard difficulty, on the other hand, allows you to make your own loadout whilst making the enemies tankier and far more unforgiving. The Hallowpunk is a support tower having a placement cost of 300 cash with a placement limit of 12. Its main gimmick is the ability to push back enemies with its attack like the Brawler. Having a similar big range like the Rocketeer, it can also burn enemies like the Pyromancer. It is also the first tower to have only 3 levels of upgrades. Generally, it is a decent tower to use. Sure, the statistics is not as good as other high-end towers, but due to how you're able to obtain it and how generally cheap it is to max out, the stats are pretty decent. Overall, it's a tower catered towards new players and those who just want to have fun experimenting with new and wild loadouts. A decent 6.5 out of 10. The Harvester is a support tower having a placement cost of 1400 cash with a placement limit of 4. Its main gimmick is its Thorns ability. The Thorns are able to be used anywhere on the path, dealing damage while slowing down enemies that walks over it. The ability itself is generally a really good ability, able to slow down not only enemies, but also bosses. It has decent range and DPS, making it viable as a backline of defense. It also synergizes well with the farm. If the ability were to be used, any farm on the map would also summon divines within their own proximity. This is generally really good when playing on expert maps or even hardcore mode. A solid 9 out of 10. As per usual, every event comes with a uniquely tailored Battlepass. For example, the Frost Invasion with its frosty and ice-like design, the Violent Knight with its Christmas attire, and the Lunar Overture with its masquerade theme. As for the Hexscape, I really have no idea, I'm gonna be real with you. You have like 80s era skins, a Frankenstein, and like Mad Max post-apocalyptic design. What exactly are they trying to do here? With previous Battle Passes, their themes are at least similar and grounded within the past and the event itself. Here, we're going all around the places. Alright. Maybe I'm being a bit too nitpicky here. Let's just continue with the review. The Hexscape event also brought us a brand new dual pass system. Top pass being accessible for free, while the bottom pass being accessible for Robux. As for the rewards... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, this part of the review, I'm not gonna make it look like it's well scripted. Hell, it's not even fully scripted yet. I'm gonna just go at the top of my head. This Battle Pass is so bad. Like, okay, we got a free pass and we got a Robux pass. I don't really mind that much. What I do mind is the reward distribution. I mean, just look for yourself. The free pass is literally filled with filler content. At least they don't have the audacity to spam filler content for the premium pass. I'm gonna be real with you. the skins for the free pass is mid, which is highly expected. The only worth skin to even grind is on the final tier. So 39 tiers are basically grinding for nothing. Look, I don't mind TDS doing premium passes. Hell, having a development team that you have to pay monthly wages for can be very, very expensive. I understand that. But please, if you're trying to do this for future events, at least balance out both passes so the free players have something to look forward to grind. Alright, enough with my nitpicks. I rate this pass overall 3.5 out of 10, and I'm being generous with this one. Mostly because of the rewards from the premium section being honestly pretty decent. Alright, let's go to the next section of the video now. As the norm, this event also comes with brand new soundtracks. However, this year's Halloween soundtrack is not composed by a singular person, but two. The well-known TDS composer Focus, and a brand new composer, Anthralist, who is a freelance music composer who has done works on Arsenal, Greenville, and the recent reworked Follow Mode soundtracks. This part is gonna be short and simple, where I just rate the event soundtracks. So, let's begin. And that concludes with the soundtrack review. So let us continue with the next part of this event review. The Knights. With the Hexscape event, we were brought 3 nights to experience with. Night 1, Night 2, and Night 3. All the nights are within the same story, starting from Night 1 all the way to Night 3. The difficulty obviously ramps up with the progressing nights, especially on hard difficulty. Alright, instead of me making a 500-word essay just for the beginning of the part, why don't we go straight to the first part of this section? Night 1. Night 1 begins with a cutscene where we get to meet a cult-like faction named the Sons of Exo. Their main objective is to get into contact with an entity named Exo. Some of you might already know this entity as they appear all the way back in the end of the 2022 Christmas trailer, using a terminal and what appears to be a god fragment as a source of power to connect the worlds. Here, we get to meet our first antagonist for the night, Titus. The TDS organization has sent their best operatives to deal with this matter: Scout, Minigunner, and Commander. After that, we were thrown into the game. The gameplay is, as expected, pretty easy, both on easy difficulty and hard difficulty. The night only consists of 15 waves. The enemy variations are very minimal, consisting of 6 different enemies, not counting Titus. Overall, the map looks pretty alright. Titus as boss is pretty weak, both on easy difficulty and hard difficulty. Before I forgot, we also got introduced to a brand new character, Dispatcher. We got some nice banter between her and Titus. Oh, and gotta give some highlights to my favorite lines.
I must say, I'm unimpressed. Time to send out the big guns. Let's see how you handle my mind shackle. I used to be a commander just like you. Efforts here are admirable, but ultimately meaningless. You cannot stop the children of Exo.
Nah, we'd win.
In the end, after defeating Titus, we failed to stop the portal as everyone gets sucked into it. Oh yeah, and Commander's just smiling throughout this entire section. He's such a goober. Overall, I rate this night a solid 6 out of 10, but I'm gonna bump that up to 6.5 out of 10 because of Titus, Dispatcher, and also Commander being a goober. We begin with the team waking up after being left unconscious for God knows how long. The team appears to be in a foreign realm, and why does it look like the Minecraft Nether? Getting some needed memo from Dispatcher, the team sets out to rebuild the broken terminal, unaware that this dimension's inhabitants are near. We then get thrown into the game. The main objective of this game is to fix the terminal before the final wave being wave 20. The enemies are very Doom-like. Not much description there, to be honest. We defend for the first few waves until we meet our antagonist for this night. We only get to hear him speak, as he only stays as a silhouette until the final wave. After that, we occasionally get dialogues of him more so for us, saying that we came here uninvited. We don't belong here, and that this place is a sacred place for its people. Oh, why does he Loki sounds justified? Are we the bad guys? Oh yeah, he then spawns on wave 20, fully revealing himself as the Conserver. Sick design. Oh, and this is a good part to tell you that if you don't fix the terminal on time, his HP increases exponentially. From 80k to 600k on easy difficulty and 440k to 3.3 million on hard difficulty. This guy single-handedly became the strongest boss on TDS. Anyways, if you fix the computer on time, then you wouldn't have to deal with this problem. The gameplay overall is a tad bit harder here, and the enemy variations are far more plentiful. Oh, and before I forget, this knight got a few nerfs and buffs due to it being unbalanced for like a solid few weeks. Overall, 7 out of 10. Night 3 begins with the team leaving the Hex dimension and into a new dimension. Scratch that, it's actually called the Nightmare Realm, apparently. Okay, but seriously, what in the multiverse of madness is going on here? We have so many dimensions now. Anyways, we are then told by the dispatcher that something is coming from within the portal. We then get to meet Hallowpunk and Harvester, who were sent by dispatcher, obviously. This night also gives us an additional slot for the event towers, Hallowpunk for easy difficulty and Harvester for hard difficulty. We start off by defending against enemies from the Hex dimension, my mistake, the Nightmare Realm. Yes, we'll be seeing them a lot in this night. After defending for around 10 waves, something interesting happens.
Nimble exists.
You hear that? A distant roar? Didn't know Godzilla was in this event, but okay. Defending for a few more waves, we finally got a new enemy variant, Cursed Horrors. Just a flying enemy, like, it's not that big of a wait, they stun. These guys stuns towers upon death. Good to know. It's not like we can't handle a few stuns. This knight is by far insanely difficult. Well, maybe difficult for pro players. But what I'm trying to say is, it's very difficult mostly due to the enemy density and the fact that the dual paths are not the same length. Yes, they're not freaking symmetrical. So we will have towers prioritizing one side over the other. You can understand the amount of close calls there will be. Starting from here, more and more enemy variants will be introduced. And on wave 20, we got our first mini-boss, Titus. Oh, why is he purple? Titus, as you can obviously see, got corrupted by the fragment, hence the name Corrupted Titus. He's easily dealt with. Maybe having more brawn than brains was a bad idea, huh, Titus? We continue on defending for the next few waves until we reach wave 25, where we get one more mini-boss before the final boss. The Conserver. Excuse me, I mean Corrupted Conserver. He's very purple. Unlike Titus, this guy is actually stronger than him, and always gets far on the path. After he is defeated, we battle out the remaining 4 waves until we reach wave 30, where we finally get to meet... Okay, a cutscene. Okay. I was expecting a giant dinosaur. And holy moly, this guy packs quite the HP with a staggering 1.5 million HP. Finally, we get to meet the primordial Dracobloxer. Okay, at least the path is long, so we would have enough time. Oh, wait, what is he doing? I'm sorry, is he disregarding the path? What? Yes, this is canonically the first boss to all out disregard the entire path. But don't worry, it's not that overpowered. He does circle around the path a few times before heading towards the terminal. So the main threat is just the never-ending legions of hostiles. Well, shouldn't be a problem. Alright, the boss stuns. Forget about that, but it's not like he stun abuses. See? Already half HP! Wait, what the... What in the Beyblade special ability is that? Oh, and he just became Awakened Fallen King. Okay, it's not that bad. This guy stun abuses. Great. This is the part where I want to give a shout out to all the cliff towers and aerial towers for carrying this section of the boss fight. Without them, we would have been decimated by the never-ending horde of enemies. After Draco Blotzer got the Drake treatment, we got treated to the ending cutscene, and wow. All that work for nothing. And was the dispatcher just casually eating fried chicken while watching this? And just like that, we finished the event. Oh, another cutscene? Oh, okay. Looks like we just got some hints for the upcoming Christmas event. Raw Spirit, my beloved. This night gets a 8 out of 10. And that is all the nights. There's also a bonus reward for those who completed all nights on hard difficulty on a single run using the continue option. Meaning no deaths, no loadout changes, and most importantly, no disconnects if you have a potato Wi-Fi. Which will award you with the Hexscape name tag and Titus charm. I must say, I'm impressed. This part, I will be interviewing 2 of my friends as well as my cousin about their thoughts and opinions about the event. With the questions being, how was their experience? How was the rewards? How was the Battlepass? How was the nights? And how was the event as a whole? And what would you rate it out of 10? As well as why? So without further ado, let's begin. Hello there, would you like to introduce yourself, TDS player?
Hello. Aldrich Bacon, great man. Everyone knows me, you know.
Alright. Hello there, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Mystic Toy Bonnet himself, aka Callisoul. What's up?
Hello there, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Ryan Awesome, and I built like the Fallen King, but like worse. The old Fallen King, the good Fallen King. Because the new one is cool, but I like the old one better. Anyway.
Not too bad. For a Halloween event, pretty good, I must admit.
The event was good. I mean, like, it's not that the best the TDS event, but yeah.
The event, I think it was a pretty good experience overall, and I must say, I'm impressed.
From what I've seen so far, I think people hate Holopunk for the wrong reason. I cannot lie. I think they hate it for the wrong reason. Harvester, although I don't have it, it seems to like a pretty cool tower. Using farms as one of its main abilities, I think that's pretty cool. I can't lie.
The reward for trying online. Okay, I'm just gonna say that I finished it during the Night 2 got buffed, so I got like a few hard tries for the Night 2, so I must say it's kinda hard for trying Night 2, but the reward is pretty worth it. The tag, the Hexscape tag is very, very nice. And the Titus charm, I must say I'm unimpressed. I'm just gonna talk about Harvester because Harvester is fun to use. And the pumpkin, what do we call that thing? Yeah, Hollow Punk is kinda alright. Probably because it's an easy time. But Harvester is like go to go. Yeah.
I mean, the rewards are pretty good. Getting the candy coins was kind of a hassle because like you don't get them anywhere else other than the event. The towers, okay, Holopunk, it's not good. It's like a jack of all trades, but it's bad at all those trades. It's just not really worth it. Harvester is pretty cool. It's like a better archer with like a pretty good ability that kind of carries it. Like I think it's pretty unique and fun because like it has like a cool synergy with farm, and the slowdown's pretty nice. So I think the Harvester is good. Holopunk, not that good. Although the Triumpher of all Knights, that Titus charm is the greatest thing TDS has ever done. Titus is the greatest of them all. Best boss ever, honestly. And the name tag's pretty cool.
Honestly, skins are fantastic. Although I don't have them, they look like some pretty fantastic skins, I must admit. I think, in my opinion, I think having to spend money for it, you know, that's what most games do with battle passes. Yeah, like the skins for the premium, I think is worth it. I mean, if you have Robux to spend, honestly, it might be worth it. Can't lie.
The battle pass, alright, I gotta kinda not good. Is one of the reason is because this is the first time like they put ESP and coins in there, so it's kind of not worth it for going. Like the old event, they just put like skins for certain cookies or any things collected. But with this time battle pass, the candy coin is very hard to grind. It's very good, and the reward is pretty not worth it. And I feel so bad for the people. Like the free battle pass is totally not worth it, and the premium battle pass is kind of alright, but so for some free-to-play player, really like not worth it.
I mean, the battle pass, I know people don't like it because of the premium thing, but it's not that bad. I don't really like how most of the cool stuff is in the premium pass and it's like unobtainable any other way. But I mean, the free pass isn't too bad. Like, it has some pretty good emotes, skins, and like just some filler content, but it's pretty decent. I haven't seen the final accelerator skin yet, but I've heard it's really cool. So honestly, it's decent. Could be better, but pretty good, honestly.
You know, it's night 1, not too hard, not the worst. Night 2, however, since they buffed the night, not too bad. But before they buff, absolutely terrible. The economy was terrible. I think some people will remember that. Night 3, actually pretty good. I can't lie. They did the boss pretty good. The loadout was pretty good too. So I think overall, I think he did go with the event.
Okay, for nights, they got complicated rating. I rated 5 out of 10. Not because of something like really disrupt me, but it's just I'm a pro gamer, so I just easy. And the Titus guy, he talked too much. It just make me annoyed. That's why I just give it low rating. Okay, for the night 2, it got higher rating for 7 out of 10 because it's soloable and I can go grind candy. Night 2 was pretty goated for myself because I, as a solo player, I really enjoy playing night 2 and it's very fun to play. Like the reward is worth it, and the gameplay is using mind as well, using like strategy. And for the last one, night 3, I'm not sure to talk about this, but this is the lowest rank for 10 because first of all, it's unable to solo. That's my only answer. And the others, I have very low device, so when I play the last wave, crashing my PC, so I just cannot with night 3 did. So I'm gonna give it again out of, not because it's so bad, but I cannot adapt the crashiness and the, what do we call that thing again? The lags and I cannot solo in that game. So yeah, pretty much it dropped because I unable to solo. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, the knights, they're actually pretty good, honestly. Like, they're balanced and the cutscenes and voice lines are very good, especially Titus. There's no insanely like scuff mechanic like the the shining spotlights at hands being the only way to kill them, like a certain event. And yeah, honestly, night 1, the best. It has Titus, mainly Titus. We need more Titus because whoever voiced Titus is like the greatest. Give him a raise. He's awesome. Titus is top tier. And night 2 is alright, not enough Titus, so like it's not the greatest. Night 3 was pretty good. It had Titus. It wasn't insanely hard. It was pretty good actually, and I liked how the boss just kind of ignored the path. I think that was pretty unique and cool.
I think it's a solid 8 out of 10. Everything's pretty good. The skins are quite nice. I think the DJ skin, probably one of my favorites. Same for the Excel. But other than that, yeah, pretty damn good.
The event was pretty good. Like the lobby is beautiful. The consumable is a little bit funny. The pumpkin bomb. The only good thing is for me is probably the turkey leg because it heals. Okay, for the other side, like the event, I'm not sure what to say, but probably overall is 6 out of 10 because it's not one of the best event in TDS so far. I would say the Umbra event, the Eclipse event is better because like the knights and the storyline is pretty well go, and the story in the Hexscape is not that much. The only thing that hyped me is seeing the Frost Spirit revival. Yeah, that's all of it.
Oh, well, okay. I think the entire event was pretty good. So to me, it's a solid 8 out of 10. Why? It was pretty balanced. Update schedule was like nothing was late, nothing was bugged. Everything seemed to work accordingly. Just honestly, it was pretty overall pretty good. Like it wasn't insanely good like what's that one, the Eclipse event, and not insanely weird like the Lunar Overture. But yeah, so just because of that, I have to give it an 8 out of 10. Pretty solid.
What would you like to say to the audience?
What would I like to say? Well, let's see how you handle my mind shackle.
And that's all of it to the video. I just want to say thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. This entire video is 30 minutes long, and the fact that you managed to watch to the end just shows that you have a really good attention span, and you deserve a gold medal for that. Yeah, that's basically all for this video. I really don't have much to say for this part. All I'm gonna say is any future TDS events, I will do a review on them, and hopefully I can make them as good as this one or even better. So yeah, that's basically it for the final message. Again, I want to say I'm very grateful for you guys watching all the way this far. Also, make sure to check out the guys who helped me with this video. Their links are in the description. Make sure to sub to their YouTube as well, or follow their Roblox account. Just don't stalk them. That's not good. But yeah. Oh yeah, and shout out to my cousin Mystic Toy Bonnie. I swear if I don't do that, he will hunt me down. Yeah. See ya.